With the skyline of Manhattan as our backdrop, we are across the East River in the fabled borough of Brooklyn, New York. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Bears of Brooklyn. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. He's still barreling through. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. You look at this Bears defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And from analyzing them and talking with their defensive coordinator, we know they have a full playbook. So look for them to mix up coverages, pressure one play, fall back the next. They'll do a lot of different things trying to confuse the offense.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Willis will look to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. Third down defense, something we got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Here's Jones on the return. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Bears take over.
At their own 22-yard line.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Fisher. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Angel. Right.
Fields now to throw. Pass taken in. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Bears defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Play action, Willis. And this one is incomplete.
That open man that time, man, they're putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Willis looks to pass it here. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Willis. Over the middle, complete. That's done. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Play action. Here's Willis. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
They're ready to kick it off. Here's Mevis. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Well, you think about what it's taken to get to this point. The Giants and the Jets, obviously historic franchises, shared the stadium for years, never felt fully right. Well, now you got 2 New York teams with 2 different homes. And this team in Brooklyn, I'll tell you what, walking in, seeing the excitement on the fans' faces, they are ready to embrace a team here in Brooklyn. And this should be a fun experience to watch unfold. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Go. Now a handoff up the middle. Fisher taken down at the 42. The Bears had 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the 1st down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn them yet another first down. Fields. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. First and 10.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
Go.
Up the middle, Johnson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Mevis on to attempt the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Giants 14, Bears 7.
They're ready to kick it off. Here's Mevis. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Now a first down throw, Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On 2nd down now, it's Fisher. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Fields. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Fields. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Willis looking to throw on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's done. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you get all that open space, the big guys leading the way.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Here's a quick throw completed by Willis. So no gain on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Hey, check that, street.
Slot man moves right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. From a yard out. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Now Mevis for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Giants 21, Bears 7.
They're ready to kick it off. Here's Mevis. is out. Jones got hit and lost it. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Complete. This is Lewis. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
He'll try again, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Giants take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. They're ready to kick it off. Here's Mevis. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Fisher. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Hey, Ken. Say hi.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Willis. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Willis now off of play action. Touchdown! Daniel Bellinger, 32 yards. And the Giants continue to pull away here this 1st half. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And the route is on here in this 1st half. They're ready to kick it off. Here's Mevis. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right?
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
To throw, here's Willis. And he will find his man on the outside. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Mevis on to attempt the point after. And the route is on here in this first half.
Next to score, Giants 42, Bears 7.
They're ready to kick it off. Here's Mevis. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Don't jump. Ready?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
Chip Slam. You got a mini bait. Tonight.
Here's Fields. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10.
Hey, 551, 551. Out. EQ.
In motion right is Brown.
Go.
On first down, Fields. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Hey, Ken. Hey, Ken. 11.
Here's Fields. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On first down, done. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now 2nd and 9. Now they'll audible to something else. 2nd down throw coming by Willis. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has, percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Here we go.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
70 Ranger.
Now Willis to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Hey, Ken. Easy. Sit high.
A final shot before the break. Fields trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here we go, sir.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Hey, Ken. Right.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught at the 25. Touchdown! Hollywood Marquise Brown, 69 yards. And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Willis now off play action. Open man, this is Lewis. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
2nd and 10. They go play action with Willis. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18.
First down, Giants.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's done. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 2nd down. It's done. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have taken a 5-touchdown lead. The extra point by Mevis is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. They're ready to kick it off. Here's Mevis. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. 1st and 10, Willis. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Now Willis to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down to the 40-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready. Go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Fields on first down. And caught it up. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
60 Vikings.
Here's Willis. Out route pass complete to Bellinger. And he'll be out right at the 35. 27 yards there, a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a throw here to his running back. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Jones on the return. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Off play action, Fields. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Back to the air, Fields on 2nd down. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again is Fields. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Up the middle they go. Fisher. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
It's a gain of 7.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Fisher shedding the tackle. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Santos with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
132 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, go!
Play action, Willis. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Willis. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
Okay, break.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever. Willis looks to pass it here. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 84 yards. And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. They're ready to kick it off. Here's Mevis. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Jones on the return. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Now a first down throw, Fields. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Here we go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Fields. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. It's Deonte Banks with it. Down the left sideline. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several. There he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards.
No surprise he was targeted on that play because you and I both know quarterbacks like guys who can catch the ball, but they actually expect that. They love the guys who do something with it after the catch.
Impressive making him miss on that tackle attempt. Touchdown Bears! Tyrone Mooney from 3 yards out. And the Bears are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack on offense. Sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
19 target, Dragon 60.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Willis. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Willis now off of play action. He finds his man, complete. That's long. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a 1st down. Back to throw, Willis. Got his man complete over the middle. It's long. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Now Willis. He finds his man, complete. It's long. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
17 yards. And the Giants first down.
Lions. Set, Temple, set.
Again, Willis to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
At their own 6-yard line.
West right, six. Tonight.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Short pass caught by Henry, and out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Go.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Easy. Hey, 551, 550.
Here's Fields. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Back to throw. Fields. Under pressure, they got him again. Dexter Lawrence dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Play action. Here's Willis. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Now 3rd down and 7.
But it brings up 3rd down.
Now Willis to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
at their own 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Tonight.
Now it's Fields. Throw out wide is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Go.
Fields. And now here is another interception. He's still on his feet. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
They go play action with Willis. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Willis's pass intercepted.
Here we go, son.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
Tonight.
Out of the gun, Fields. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
And one last throw here for Fields. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Hey, 5:51. Tonight.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Giants come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game